Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. That was Cassie and Tabby Boy. So, here, as I step very carefully, check out my makeup. You see the grays and the pink. I think it is so perfect for this time of year. It's cold and it's dreary, and with COVID and all this stuff going on, and yet it is spring. So, pink and gray makeup, and if you want to see how I did it, stay tuned. First thing I'm going to do is tie my hair back. It really gets annoying when it gets in my eyes. I'm thinking ultimately I'm going to cut my bangs back. The only reason why I don't have my bangs now is because a couple of cornrow braiding episodes ago, I let my bangs grow out. And this is also when I was getting rid of my, I had a phase where I had lime green in the front of my hair, and this was for about 5 years. And when I was finally ready to get rid of the green, that was also when I was evening out the length of my hair. So, but I really do miss bangs, even though they're a little bit less versatile when you have to kind of spray them or gel them out of the way sometimes, and then getting them to lay flat again after you've pushed them out of the way, you know. Okay, now that my hair is back out of the way, I'm going to prep, and I'm sure you guys know already that I already have my foundation and my eyebrow makeup. The foundation, as usual, is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. And I use a series of eyebrow colors right now. I'm just using the Color Festival palette by B&H Cosmetics. And this color here, which is called Rave, R-A-V-E. So I'm going to prep my eyelids with my beloved Ben Nye. This is called Ultralight. It's the lightest color besides white. And I'm just going to, even though I have foundation on my eyelids, this foundation does not dry, moist, and tacky like this is, and it's really not an ideal surface for eyeshadow. Well, maybe it could be if you didn't need it to be very vivid and bright and all that. So I hope that the ambient street sounds are not going to be a problem in this video. Unfortunately, I'm doing it in the morning, very close to noon, where the neighborhood is lively. I just want to make sure that both eyes are matching. You know what? It looks like I have more of that coverage on this eye than I do on this one, so I really should put some more on. The canvases need to be matching in order for this makeup to be matching. You know what? I'm going to carry a little bit under the eyes. I almost wasn't going to bother with the foundation since everybody's supposed to be wearing face masks. But I thought, you know what? Foundation looks better. And it is a makeup video. So why not? You have the makeup. Why not wear it? And I know these are still dreary days because it's the winter time. But still, I think makeup, one of the many things it does is it gives joy. And don't we need that now? So I'm grabbing a B&H Cosmetics. This is not the Studio Pro. This is the blending brush number 5. Nice big fluffy brush. And I was thinking for the winter time, I'm thinking gray, dreary, and yet it's spring. Easter was a couple of days ago, so I'm using this B&H Cosmetics Nude Rose Nightfall palette. It has a whole lot of grays in it, and that's kind of what I want to focus on now with this big fluffy brush. I'm going to get this gray. The colors don't have names on, but I'm going to load up on the matte gray fluffy brush, or the matte gray. I'm loading onto this fluffy brush. I'm going to go ahead and use a mirror for this. I'm going to just focus on the crease. And I'm just going to sweep You know, I would like to get closer to the window and I could stand up against the wall, but then I will subject you to the street noise. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to get into a yelling to people. I don't want it to slip out that I'm filming, because then they're going to ask what. And I really don't want these people to know that I'm on YouTube talking to you. So I'm going to repeat what I did on this other eye. And this is subtle, so don't expect that it's very obvious what I just did. But I'm going to unplug and I'm going to bring the computer closer to my eye so you can see some of what I did. You know what? I'm going to have to bring this up against the wall so you can see. I have to step very carefully so I don't trip over the cords. Okay, I might need to repeat that. Just in a crease, sweeping lightly, okay? But that was subtle, so I'm going back to where I was, and it's time for the next color. So now I'm going to take a much smaller brush. This is from Ulta Beauty, from the Shine Brighter collection that I got a couple of Christmases ago. And this is an eyeshadow brush, and it's very portable, and it feels nice and skinny in the hand, and I just love it. It's just really an adorable little brush. I'm going to go back into the Nude Rose Nightfall palette, and I am going to get into, it has a white. And I'm going to take this brush and I am going to go right up against the eyebrow, being careful not to smear my eyebrow color. Especially you have to be careful if, like me, you're using a powder on your eyebrows. And you know what, I might end up thinning out my eyebrow just a little bit before this is over, because I see that might be a little much. Again, I'm dealing with a different kind of lighting situation. I've ordered another light from Wish, but things you order from Wish.com tend to have a really long shipping time. Okay, I am getting the white. I'm going to get some more white. Another thing I want to order from Wish, I think that's probably the best place to get it, is some soundproofing. They actually have sheets of foam, and I'm thinking if I roll that up and put that up in front of the windows, and I could always unroll it when I don't need to. But you know what? That would do another thing. It would blot out the light from getting in the windows in the morning. You know, just have to make sure the stuff isn't flammable first. Now, let's again go up against the wall and see if you can see a difference here. What I did was I got the white up against here. Now I'm going to go back to where I was. I feel like I'm really in a race against time here, because the later it gets, the noisier people are going to get. And I really don't want that in the finished video. Now I'm going to get a Vivace brush. I love this brush. This blends and it deposits color. I am going to go deep into this charcoal color. And I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to go in the crease again. And I'm going to do a thin line. Did you see that? And then I'm going to go into this. And this is, by the way, it's not black. It looks like black. It's a really dark charcoal. And I'm just getting the tip. And I'm tapping off the excess. This is a metallic palette, by the way, just so you know. And it actually kind of came apart a little bit. This is the lid. So if you're going someplace where you have to go through a lot of heavy security, I would not recommend this palette. But that said, if you like basic neutrals, it really has an interesting color story. I don't use it very much, mostly because it has an unusual color story, and I'm really not big on neutrals. But I'm really feeling like the colors that I'm presenting to you today. It just feels so appropriate. Oh, this is hard getting getting this symmetrical. Real thin line. The application of all the other colors is going to do the blending for you. Sweeping back and forth just to try to get them as symmetrical as possible. Now I'm going to tap this into, and I'm going to hold this carefully because this is so metal and it's very has a lot of magnets in it. They're very magnetic. Do not touch them to your electronics if you have this palette. Please be very, 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 very careful. This can mess with your hard drive. I think it's bad for your cell phones too. So I'm very carefully balancing this computer on my left hand. Oh God, those people are noisy. Nobody around here have indoor voices. Okay, I'm carefully going to go back to where I was and set this brush down. Then I'm going to get another brush here. I am going to get another, oh, this is from e.l.f. This is a C brush. This is mostly for depositing color. And I'm going to go into the Museum of Ice Cream X Sephora. This is the ice cream palette that I just thought was the cutest thing when I saw it. And of course I got it on half price on Sephora in the clearance section. And I bought it online with all this stuff that I'm showing you, with the exception of my Vivace brushes that I got from the dollar stores. All this stuff I got online. And so I'm going to get this gorgeous, bright, matte, hot pink color. And I'm going to load this brush up with it because this color really needs some bright. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the mirror. And I am going to trace some of this, but not all of it. I'm keeping more of the lid free. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Trying real hard to keep it, I'm getting it close to the crease color, and I'm only bringing it into just past the iris. And let's check up against the wall to see how good a job I did. Okay, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna put this back. If that's not perfect, I'll fix that sitting down here. My arthritis is in either of my wrists at any time here, and I would hate for my hand to give way when it's holding heavy electronics. That would really suck. I'm going to do some blending on this, but I want to do another color. This brush here, remember we used white on it to touch up against the eyebrow. Well, I'm going to clean this off in case it had some eyebrow color mixed in with it. Then I'm going to go back into that palette, and I'm going to go back into the white and check out what I'm going to do. I'm going to load this up real good, and I'm going to go on the extra lid space here that I deliberately did not put any eyeshadow on, and I'm going to start that patting very carefully. I'm going to pat the white on there. Now, at this point, I bet there's some pink mixed in with this brush, so I'm going to clean this off of my hand. Oh, does my voice sound a little gravelly? Well, yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to load this back up with the white, and I'm going to apply on, look in the mirror, on the areas of the lid that did not have eyeshadow on them. Clean off the hand, put some more white on. I want to really make sure that any more of that blank lid space is covered with white, especially the lash line. Clean off the hand, get some more white, and if it looks like there's more pink along, it's up against the lash line and more white here, definitely try to clean it up. Try to get more white on the too pink side. Tapping. I'm not sweeping, I'm tapping. And I'm getting in the corner too with the white. Clean off. Get some more white on this side. Now, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild H2O Proof. This is really interesting. I got 2 of these when before Walgreens was Walgreens. Here it was originally Rite Aid, and it was a buy one get one half off sale. And the first one of these was not waterproof at all, so I was obviously very disappointed. But the second one, because I don't waste things, if I buy something I'm going to use it up, the second one I used was waterproof, and I don't understand why that was. I felt bad because I'd given the first review where I really was disappointed, but the second one, this one happens to be. But you really do have to shake up. It has a ball in it, and you have to shake it up. And I'm very carefully hugging my lower lash line. And I'm going to go repeat on this side. I also want to get this done hopefully before noon, because Rush Limbaugh, even though he's passed away, they are still continuing on with his program, and they call it the legacy of Rush, and he has a variety of stand-ins that are really, really, really excellent and heartfelt, and very knowledgeable about politics and about world events, and really devoted fans of Rush. And when you have somebody like Rush Limbaugh, they had over 30 years of broadcast archives. You have so much to go through. And since he died on the 17th of February, there's a lot of current material pertaining to President Biden and the things that are going on now in coronavirus and stuff. So it's still a very relevant program. So don't think that if you ever did watch him, don't think that you don't need to tune in now, even though he's gone. It's really, and sometimes his widow makes appearances. Okay, I'm going to take some of this, and now here, this is very careful. I want to go for the thinnest line possible, and you really don't want it to smear. And I'm going to go back and very carefully, and I'm starting here actually at first, just to make sure I don't smear it. And I'm pulling up the wing, and I don't know if you can see this, but there. I hate it when I smear my eyeliner. And I hate smearing mascara too. It just aggravates me, and it just bothers me no end when otherwise I love the finished look, but I see a smudge. There. I think I'm going to have to do more of this in another room or something. These people are so noisy, my God. Nobody has indoor voices around in that crew. I'm using this volume 1 second Yankina that actually I think is probably mostly used up now, but or no, I don't know. It's not as moist as it was at first. It's probably close to being ready to be retired. They say the mascara shouldn't be kept more than 3 months anyway, something like that, because you really don't want bacterial growth. And the thing is, when they dry out, then they become much less satisfying anyway. So, and this one thing you can do if you want to get one more use out of them, if it's not a waterproof mascara, you can try adding a drop or two of sterile, fresh saline solution. But only do this once or twice, because then the bacteria will grow. You remember, bacteria, most of them need moisture and often a lack of air circulation to grow. And it's really a good idea to let this mascara dry on the top lashes before you put it on the bottom lashes. I hate the raccoon eyes. I'm not doing a lot on the bottom lashes. Oh, it looks like I have some smudging. So I'm going to take this into the other, here, take it into this bathroom. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of noise in here. I never know with this crowd. And actually, you probably would be hearing the same cacophony that you would hear in my studio. Oh, do you like this? What's up, buddy? I'm going to... Sometimes when you have smudges, you can use some kind of a hand lotion or something. And that's what I'm looking for, is a tube of lotion. And that's what I'm digging through. Oh, any kind of hand lotion or body lotion or something, hospitality stuff from the hotels. And I'm going to put some right under, being very careful not to touch my eyeliner. And tapping. And this is usually good enough to get rid of mascara smudges. And then, of course, I would be touching up a little bit of concealer or foundation, because this does, unfortunately, also take off. But I don't want to end up getting into that circle where you get the raccoon eyes because it's very moist and it smears the eyeliner and stuff. I really don't want to do that. So do you like this look so far? Ooh, now I can see right away with the close-up here, I may have to fix the eyeliner. I'm so afraid of losing my footing with this computer. And I'm going to grab the eyeliner and I'm going to grab the mascara and I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to come back into this bathroom because I really want this to look perfect. I mean, the whole idea of doing these videos is you're supposed to be happy with the finished results. And if I'm looking at what I'm seeing in the mirror, in the monitor or whatever, and I'm getting frustrated because it's not as perfect as it's supposed to be, then I can only imagine it must be annoying you. And I'm gonna, you know what, even though it's very bright light, I'm going to turn all these lights on. Oh, okay. I can see what I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to, I don't know if you can see my fixing. Oh, oh yes, I just got some on my nose. Great. Okay. Okay, I can see what I'm... I can see that already the eyeliner is dried on the tip of the point here, so I'm going to have to... Yeah. Because then when I take the thumbnail for this, I'm going to see the imperfection and it's just going to bug me. There, that looks so much better. Okay, I just need it to dry before I blink and it smudges. I really don't want it to do that. Okay. Alright, let's carry this. I don't think I want to do any more lower eyelashes here. I'm going to keep those lights on because I think I'm going to be coming back in there. Yes, because I think that they're getting noisier and noisier here. So hold that thought. Let me grab a lipstick and let me grab some cheek stuff. God awful people. God awful morning. Okay, I decided for the cheek colors that I would break out the Special Occasion 39 color eyeshadow and blush palette from B&H Cosmetics. All the cheek colors are matte, and these are the eye colors, and I hardly ever use this because I really don't care for the eye colors for the most part. You can see they're all neutrals. There's one color that I will use for my eyebrows in a pinch, and the cheek colors are good, but that is all. I really don't use it much. Some palettes look better online than they do in real life. I'm going to get a nice big fluffy brush from Ulta Beauty, and this was in with all that makeup that I got a couple Christmases ago called the Sparkle Bright Shine Brighter. And I'm just going to dip into the pale pink and just gonna a little bit here and a little bit here, wipe off the excess here and shear this out some. I'm not looking for a whole lot of impact with that. And I'm going to go ahead with a highlighter, even though in the age of face masks, I don't bother with them too much. And you know what? I can't use the same brush for that. I am going to use a Wet n Wild crease brush. These are great for highlighting. And I'm going to go into the pale pink color, and all these colors. Oh, this is the B&H Cosmetics Black Light Highlight 6-color palette. All the colors have names, and this pink color is called. Do I want to use On Point or do I want to use Illusion? I'm going to use Illusion, and I'm just going to follow the light where the light hits my cheekbone, then get some more of Illusion. Get this again here. And this is kind of ridiculous. With a face mask, nobody's going to see this. And you know, the people in my neighborhood, they get so all up against each other that even if I'm going to check my mailbox, I'm putting that face mask on. It just... And people are trying to get the vaccine, and it seems to be people of all ages have it. So there's people that, anyway, if you have it available near you, please get it. Make yourself safe. Don't take chances. With all these new variants coming around, it's really, don't let your guard down, please. We're so close. We want to maybe have a chance of having a little bit of a summer. Okay, for a lip color, I'm going to use B&H Cosmetics Art Pop lipstick, and the color is called Bang. It's pink. It's unabashedly, unashamedly pink. And it's not an extremely moist lipstick, so I would imagine if you dried it, let it wear it for a while, by the time it was time for you to throw on your face mask to go run an errand, it should be dry enough. It just feels nice to wear normal lipstick after all this time of wearing those liquid lipsticks that once they're on, they don't budge, and it's hard to go on accurately because they dry so fast. And at least this gives the real lipstick experience. Even though that said, I hate it when they smear inside the face mask. It's really so annoying. You have to blot, 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 blot. But if the alternative is not protecting yourself, you can't be careless. Do you like this? Yeah, I'm going to carry this up against the back window. Or not the window. I'm not sticking my head out that window now. No. Last thing I want to do is attract attention to myself. So what do you think? Do you like it? I mean, you could blend it more, but I like the more dramatic look with the really defined crease. And it was easy enough to do. Just find a palette that has some grays and whites in it, and find a palette that has a bright matte pink. You don't need to use the exact palettes that I did. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. Till then, take care of yourself. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.